I wasn't a big fan of the circular camera bump on the OnePlus 7T, and I'm glad that's gone away. However, I do miss the frosted finish of the glass back. The Onyx Black version of the OnePlus 8 has a glossy finish which picks up fingerprints very easily. It's also very slippery, which did result in accidental drops. Now thankfully, there's a case provided in the box which should help. As you'd expect, build quality is excellent thanks to the curved edge front and back glass sandwiching the metal frame. The buttons are also easy to reach and the alert slider is handy as always. This is one of the most important parts of any smartphone and the OnePlus 8 has a very good one. It's a 6.55-inch AMOLED panel with sloping sides and the 90Hz refresh rate makes usage in general feel fluid and snappy. You can drop it down to 60Hz if you want to save a bit of battery power. HDR content looks very good on the OnePlus 8. When playing compatible shows through Netflix, the brightness and color saturation automatically get a boost. The OnePlus 8 has an in-display fingerprint sensor which is super quick at authentication. All it takes is a quick firm tap and the phone unlocks. Face recognition is equally fast and works decently well in dim lighting. You can enable the double tap to wake gesture, but what I really wanted was a raise to wake gesture, which is still missing. Performance is top-notch. Fortnite can run at 90 FPS and the experience is good, and other equally demanding games such as PUBG Mobile and even Call of Duty ran just fine too. The top metal portion of the phone does get hot in some games like Fortnite, but this wasn't the case with most others. Games and movies are especially enjoyable thanks to the very good stereo speakers on the OnePlus 8. The earpiece and the bottom-firing speaker work together to produce very good balanced stereo sound. Dolby Atmos enhancement also helps boost the low and mid-range frequencies, which gives the sound added depth and clarity. The OnePlus 8 has a decently big 4300 mAh battery which lasted me a day and a half on average. Now considering the display was at 90Hz constantly, I would call this pretty good. Our battery loop test echoed this as well, running for nearly 22 hours. Charging the phone is very quick thanks to the Warp Charge 30T charger. Topping up a fully depleted battery took a little more than an hour, but in 30 minutes you can charge the battery up to 61%. Now let's talk about the software. Oxygen OS is one of the reasons that fans keep coming back to OnePlus smartphones. The interface is still clean and free from bloatware. The new launcher now offers more seamless multitasking experience. There's 5 GB of free cloud storage for backups once you've signed in with a OnePlus account, a built-in screen recorder and dynamic wallpapers. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room here, and that's the cameras. The OnePlus 8 has the same 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor with optical stabilization as the OnePlus 7T. This is paired with a similar 16-megapixel wide-angle camera. However, the biggest change or downgrade in my opinion is the introduction of a 2-megapixel macro camera in place of the 7T's telephoto camera. Now daylight, the OnePlus 8's main camera captures detailed images with vivid colors and balanced HDR. I was surprised at how closely the wide-angle camera matched the colors and overall tone of the main one, as we've often seen a mismatch with other phones. Close-ups look good too with plenty of detail and saturated colors. Decent, and the app automatically brightens images when shooting with the main camera, without the need to switch to nightscape. In fact, I found very little difference between the regular photo and the one shot with nightscape. This does not apply to the wide-angle camera though, which captures quite terrible low-light shots in auto mode, but it does deliver better results with nightscape enabled. And up to 4K resolution video at 60 FPS, which isn't as flashy as having 8K 30 like the Mi 10, but I don't foresee many complaining about this. The quality at 4K is very good, footage is stabilized well, and the color tone is retained even if you switch to the wide-angle camera. In low light, noise is suppressed pretty well, but there's a nagging focus hunting issue every time the frame changes even a little bit. Now you can switch between the wide-angle camera and main camera when shooting, but only up to 4K 30 FPS, as this is not possible at 60 FPS. The most annoying thing about the video mode on the OnePlus 8 is that there's no easy way to change the resolution or frame rate from within the viewfinder.